Well, good morning from the foggy, nasty north. How's everybody doing? I hope that everybody's doing good. Hey, just a minute, Mia. When I get a break, I'll get you your peels. Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a very good girl. Yes, you are. Hey, good morning, Daryl. Drone shots. Ed Hessick. How you doing? Yeah, I'm running a little bit behind. He just got done doing a ship, and I will be there shortly. Up live and ready. I think we are live, but let me do this. Hey, good morning, Daryl, Drone Shot, Ed Hessick. How you doing? Yeah, I'm running a little bit behind. He just got done doing his ship, and okay, so uh, let me get rid of the damn emojis. Hey, Captain Joe, I hope you're feeling better. Okay, as you can see, it's foggy. I just got done doing a ship. So I'm gonna kind of try and do a little bit of everything here, okay? I haven't even seen the raw video yet of the ship. So we'll just take a look and maybe, I say maybe, I can share the raw video. Just give me a minute here, guys. I want to double check something. What I was afraid of. It didn't record anything on the SD card.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, Joe, how's it going?
Oh, it's going all right. Yesterday was a hell of a day.
Are you feeling better today?
Well, I went up to 102.1 fever last night,
Oh my goodness. That's
and
not good.
I took some NyQuil and it was going up after the NyQuil. It was still going up. And I waited a couple hours and took some Motrin because you can alternate the acetaminophen and the Motrin every 2
Yeah.
hours. And I did that, and within 30 minutes, it knocked me down. Within 30 minutes, I was sweating, and I was at 97.9, and
You were out of it.
haven't had a fever since.
Wow.
I actually slept pretty good last night. Although the only problem I'm really having is I got this one little tickle in the throat that makes me cough. And I've coughed so much my sides are hurt.
That's not good. Been so long since I've had to screw around. I just got done doing a ship, and I'm thinking that it put it on the internal hard drive. At least I hope it did, because it didn't show up on the SD card.
Yeah, if you were recording, it's on the internal.
Because I got a notification that said something about the hard drive and something about the SD card, and of course I'm down along the water there trying to figure out how to get this thing going. And I just get so frustrated. Now, when I hook it up to the computer here manually on the my question is I have to have this on, right? Turned on?
I don't know. I'll be honest with you.
I
I don't know if you have to.
I've never done that before. Well, I've done
I think it automatically reads it as a hard drive.
years ago. Yeah,
I've
but
never done it.
I think you have to have power to it, don't you?
I don't know. Try it without it first.
Yeah, let me get this.
But we ended up last night with 8.14 inches of rain here. So, of course, I have now a sixth automobile that the water has taken.
All right, there we go. A freaking time.
Okay, I had to turn it on, and then I hear all this beep 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 stuff.
What's up, Daryl, Jody, Edward?
Okay,
Yeah.
yep, there it is.
There's what?
Well, I went down to fly a ship this morning in the fog, another one. I flew one last night.
Oh, you didn't learn last time?
And it came up when I went to take off, it came up telling me, oh, it needs this, it needs that, and it's like I got frustrated, and so I just flew and recorded.
Did you at least make it back this time?
Yes,
Oh yeah, he made it back, but he recorded on a hard drive.
I recorded on
Not
the
the SD
internal
card.
hard drive. Now I got to figure out how to get it off the hard drive to my computer.
You should be able just to grab it and pull it over.
Yeah. You've never
Easy.
plugged the drone in and pulled video off of it before?
No.
That's easy to do.
Oh yeah, easy.
It's just like plugging in a memory card into your computer. Plug it in, it will pop up down at the bottom. You click on it, and drag the video and drop it into your editing program.
On your desktop and into it.
Right.
So I don't know if you heard, Justin, but when I got off yesterday, I was running a 100 fever, right? Went up to a 102.1 last night.
Yeah, that was about where I was at.
When it broke, like I said, I took Alka-Seltzer cold, it was NyQuil, and it was still going up. And 2 hours later, I took 2 Motrin, and within 30 minutes, those 2 Motrin with the combination dropped it down. I was sweating and I had a 97.9. Haven't had a
Sure.
fever since.
Now, see, when me and Sarah both got sick this past week, the fever always hit us at nighttime around 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like the
me
same
too.
time every day. But then the rest of the day, you felt fine. You just had a cough
You
and a
know what
little bit
that's
of
from, right?
achiness.
You know why, right?
I have no
That's
idea.
those COVID shots, all them nanobots are programmed for late night.
Oh, I never had a COVID shot, so Sarah did,
All
not
them
me.
nanobots are programmed to get you sick at night.
Yeah, I never got a shot either, ever.
I live in Florida. I told them to F off their damn shot.
But my son got here last night about 10 o'clock and he said, "Did you see Brittany's car?" I said, "I saw it when it was up to the doors." He said, "Yeah, it's over the hood now, the water." I just went out and looked at it, and inside her console, all the cup holders are full of water. So
Oh
that
shit.
car
Oh,
is
it's
on.
it's up to the console? Holy cow.
Yeah, water inside the thing, the console on the inside, all the cup holders are full of water.
Oh yeah, that car's done.
That is the sixth car in my family that the flood
Yeah.
out here is taking.
So if anybody's looking to get rid of their car in a legit insurance type way, just hit up Joe. Go stay the weekend at Joe's house. And get rid of whatever car you've been aching to get rid of for a while.
You know what the good news is she's on my insurance and she don't pay me. So my insurance is going to drop $270 a month. I'll get that's $270 I don't have to worry about.
Exactly, Edward and Daryl. And you know, when they were talking about like some of these states were just pretty much telling people they had to like carry papers around for that. You know what that reminded me of? Nazi Germany. Fuck out of here with your papers. That's why I loved being down here during all that, because I could still go to the park and fly my drone. I could do whatever I wanted. The cops didn't stop and harass you for being out.
Can you see that?
It's
Yep.
foggier than shit.
Oh yeah, it's foggy.
Yeah, that was
As,
all muscle memory there.
as much as that is a cool shot, though, you need to be really careful doing those type of flights. Because sometimes the sensors will fucking see the fog is like ground and it messes the sensors. That one dude almost lost his, do you remember when the guy put that spark above the clouds?
Yep.
And he couldn't get it to come back down because it thought it was the ground because the fog was so thick.
It come down eventually.
Well, the thing
It
is,
almost did.
it's in any kind of these situations, never ever use auto land or auto return because then you're relying on the sensors to find your ass.
Who are brave posting for videos? Oh. Daryl said someone reported my picture in the fog of him flying in the fog, and the FAA sent him a certified letter in the mail about it.
Is Daryl a 107?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Daryl's real professional pilot.
There you
He's the
go.
one, you know, Daryl, he's the one that flies all the big drones.
Oh yeah. The big stuff.
Yeah, dude, he's probably out of all the professional pilots we know, out of Al and Dre, he does the most work because he's full time in it. Where, well, I think Al's pretty much full time, but you know, Al has a lot of side stuff he does. He's a football coach and other things like that. But Daryl, that's strictly all he does. You know, where Dre has his city job, you know, it's kind of a side gig for him. Yeah, Daryl's probably the one that's the most deep into it than anybody we know. Yeah, Daryl knows his shit, knows his shit for sure. Oh, Jody lost his friend lost a mini too in the river the other day.
Oh,
Sucks.
really? This is
That
where
was
I let it fade out into the fog. People seem to like that when it fades out, like into darkness or into fog, or
Like a ghost ship.
yeah.
well, yeah, it gives it kind of this mysterious type look to it.
Then Paul said, "Where the hell's my drone?"
Yeah.
That was one thing I was never afraid of, was flying over water. I didn't care.
I bought the first drone, but my main reason was to do the lighthouse, and then I was afraid to put it over water. Went out there the first time I met Johnny, and we were out there, and he just jumped it up and took off. And I looked at him and I said, "So you're not nervous about going over water?" And he said, "No." He says, "You could drop it in the water 2 feet from you or 100 feet from you. If it's going to fall in the water, it's going to do it, you know?" And I put it up, and from that day forward, about 90% of my stuff's over water.
Yeah, like I said, I never was afraid to go over water. Now there was always a slight, nervousness in the back of my head, that I'd want my drone to make it back safely, but it didn't deter me from doing things, you know what I'm saying? Like I would still risk going over water and stuff like that. Actually, one of my favorite things to do is chase boats and jet skis. Although jet skis
Yeah,
are a
I
little,
did that a few times.
but depending on how fast they were, some of them I couldn't keep up with them. You get some of these guys with these racing boats on these big lakes, dude, you ain't keeping up with them very long. I used to go out and follow the paddle boarders all the time in the lakes. There's one lake over not too far from our house where there's always like a big group of like 50, 60 paddle boarders out there just paddling around on their boards. A big old group of them. Alright, so you
Just
ain't keep,
glanced over, just glanced over at the live stream going, and it's still on the ship, not fading out yet. That's like us watching the football game in Paul Murray's ship, you know?
are you all the way forward? Are you live?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, sometimes probably a bigger delay then.
yeah, it'll be like we're the ones in England this time.
But yeah, you're not gonna catch my ass in no lake around here in Florida. I mean, I'll go on a boat, but I'm not fucking swimming in the water or getting on a paddle board. Yeah, these fuckers around here though, man, they get out there and they'll swim and ski and all that. No, hell no.
We used to have a camp down on Bayou Bimblin, and I used to get in that water and swim in that water all the time. And I mean, never fazed me a bit. And because nothing to worry about, right? I was in a little pirogue, a little small, it's like a canoe type of flatboat, but it's called a pirogue, and if you tilt real fast, you'll flip out of it. It's made to get into the low marshy water.
Right.
And my brother's in the front, and we're in the little slip by the camp, and we're fishing. And I heard something coming like rustling, and I looked over and I glanced out the corner of my eye, and I said, "Kirk, do me a favor. Put your oar in. Don't even look at me. Just look forward. Put your oar in the right side of the pirogue, the right side, and just paddle real slow." I said, "Don't paddle fast. Just paddle real slow. I'm gonna guide it back here, and just keep paddling. Don't look back until I tell you." And he said, "Why?" Just listen to me. Don't ask a question. Just do it. So he started paddling and everything. And he said, "Well, what's going on?" I said, "Just keep paddling." Next to the boat, next to our little 16-foot pirogue, was about a 14-foot gator. He come right up next to us. And I was
Yeah.
just hoping he wasn't thinking that we were another gator and he wanted to make.
Uh,
We got to the point where he stayed with us for about half the slip. Then he started slowing down and backing off. And when he got to about a length behind us, I said, "Okay, listen to me. I'm gonna let you look back here, but don't panic, because you knocked us out the boat. You know it." He turned around and looked. He saw the gator. And he said, "You've got to be kidding me."
yeah.
I was afraid that he turned around and get nervous and flip us.
Right.
So
But when I saw that, I said, "Oh hell no, never in this water again."
the gators were hunting you.
No, what happened is it was breeding. It was during the nesting season, and we were probably getting a little too close to a nest.
Okay, I thought maybe they were stalking you.
Well, gators are more opportune eaters than they are hunters. I mean, not
Yeah,
to say they won't go out and try to grab something, but they're more opportune eaters. Like if something rolls up on them, then they'll snap at it, but they don't generally try to go after you.
yeah. Might have rolled out that boat. He would have snapped at me. So they're showing on Channel 8 News right now. They're showing New Orleans king cakes because it's Mardi Gras season. It's a round cake that's filled with different kind of toppings and all kind of stuff. It's like almost like a donut, but not. But
Yeah, I've
they,
seen
they
those.
they do these, yeah, king cake, right? This is
Yeah.
from the planetarium and terrarium, and they're showing cricket and ant king cake.
Hmm.
They got on the top of it, they got ants all sprinkled on it, and crickets all on the inside.
That's, I don't know about that.
I don't think I can do that one. King cake got so popular in the last 4 years since COVID. I don't even buy one anymore. They tripled in price. Used to be able to go to Walmart and get one for $5. The cheapest at Walmart now is like 12. It's not worth me buying.
I figured you'd make your own if you,
That's a pain in the ass. It's too much work. What you do is you go hit Walmart the day after Mardi Gras. First thing in the morning when they open up. I went there a couple of years ago and they had them all for $1. I bought 10 of them and brought them home. And my son looked at me like, "What the hell?" I said, "Watch." I took them, cut them up, and vacuum sealed them.
what's up, Donald? Uh, okay, hold on a sec. Let me check Messenger. Okay, so Daryl wanted me to.
I had to get Mia's little peanut butter bread so she can have her pills.
So this is the picture Daryl was talking about, right? Of him in the fog.
Yeah.
And then that was the letter he got from the FAA.
19,
fine.
that was 1922. I mean, 2022,
Right.
2 years ago.
He was saying that he ended up getting a letter because somebody reported his picture.
Well, here's my question. Okay, how did well, maybe I'm just being dumb, but how did the FAA track him down?
Well, I
Because
assuming he posted.
the guy couldn't read the numbers on the side of the.
Well, no, what I'm assuming is he posted the picture on social media and somebody reported it is pretty much what he was saying. And then he got a letter from the FAA. Well, you gotta be even more careful when you're on the Facebook groups too, because you get a lot of those new pilots coming in and they're
Yeah.
very gun ho about the rules and everything. And they're the ones that usually come in and like drone police everybody's videos and everything. So probably what happened.
JDS, how you doing? Don's here.
Some of those Facebook groups can get really toxic.
Well, I did another fog one last night. I can show it to you. I got it finished.
What's up, David? I didn't see you in the chat there.
Let me go here.
What?
Um,
Yes, David got his printer and it was missing parts. Bro, y'all need to do something in the UK because you guys be getting fucked up
yeah,
packages.
that's not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys what
What's
I
up,
did.
JDS? Marie S, how's it going?
Screen share. There we go. There we go. And let me make it bigger for you. This was last night at midnight. Now this was with the
David.
Mini
Said, shut
Nano.
up, Joe. That was foggy last night too.
Your audio is real low, Justin.
Is that better?
That's better.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was on my other mic. Donald. So I thought the British invented everything, just invent the missing parts.
Well, I thought David said it wasn't supposed to be until tomorrow. So maybe the other parts will come.
Oh, where the hell is the mic at when you need him? Because I think Mike said they sent the parts in 2 different shipments on his. I could be wrong, but I think I remember him saying that it didn't all come in one box. Not entirely sure though. I wish Mike was here so we could clarify that.
Shipping at Bamboo. Well, let's do
Is
this. Let's
that
put everything in there. Put everything in there, but don't put the print head. Send that separate.
Like I said, I could be wrong, but he also had the bigger one that had the enclosure and all that. And I think they sent it in 2 different boxes, 2 different things in it. I don't know about the A1 though. I don't think there's anybody in here right now that has that one that can answer it. Because that may be the case. I don't know. It was either that or Mike ordered extra parts. I just can't remember. I don't know, dude. I've seen nothing but good customer service, and this is the first time I'm hearing Bamboo's done anything weird like that. So I don't know, Edward. If I was David, I would just stop shopping online altogether. Just saying. I'm turning my online card.
Well, the sad part of it is he didn't buy it from a dealer.
No, he bought it directly from Bamboo.
Really?
That one that he ended up getting the other day, he bought directly from them. The one he tried to buy before that was from some random company. So he'll be able to deal with Bamboo directly on that one. Well, if anything, if that is the case and it was used and missing parts, I wouldn't be surprised if Bamboo don't hook them up for doing that. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, their customer service from I've seen already has been really good. So
If that happened to me, I'd have a second burner. They'd give me 2 of them.
Yeah, JDS. It was foggy last night.
Where Johnny lives over at Hammond, visibility this morning was 0.
yeah, David, you got pictures of your printer or what? So we can see what it looked like. David got bamboozled, Edward said.
You have water in
Look at
your
that
cup
word.
holders. Water was over your hood.
Edward coming in with the clutch on the dad joke.
That was a good one, Edward. Yeah, and Edward said that David said it was used.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'd call him, and I don't blow up on him. Just call him. Just kind of see the way I do it when I have a situation like that is I call him. I'm very stern, but in a respectful way that I'm not happy. Usually, you get better results than calling them and yelling at them. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, JDS. Yes. That was with the little nano.
The only time I get like really pissed off on the phone at a company like that is if I'm having to call them 2 or 3 times about the same situation and they still haven't fixed it. That's when I get super pissed. But the first phone call, I'll be stern, let them know I'm not happy, and get that point across to them, but in a nice, calm, respectful way.
Did he pay for it through PayPal? Probably not.
I have no idea.
I don't think he uses PayPal.
But I mean, he bought it directly from Bamboo, and they're a legit company, so I don't think a refund's going to be a problem if that's the route he goes. But I'd
It
almost bet
also
you
makes you
Bamboo.
wonder. You'd like to have him send you a copy of the advertisement for it that he, because it might have said used in good condition.
Well, there's two things. If it was used, most likely Bamboo's going to send him a new one because it was possibly a return that accidentally got shipped back out.
Right.
Or if it's new but just missing parts, they'll send him the parts. But either way, he's going to get another printer. I mean, like I said, they seem to be on their shit as far as taking
Well, they
care of
better
people.
be, you know.
So
Nothing worse than getting, because he's been hyped up for what, a week or 10 days, because anticipating getting that printer.
it's been about a week, yeah. Actually, no,
But
it's only been like
when they only have 2 employees, they gotta mix things up.
Thank you, Marie S. Marie S. liked my flight last night.
exactly, Edward. You got to be nice until it's time to not be nice. Like if I have an issue with Amazon, which I don't have issues with them very often, unlike David, it's like every other order he gets, there's some kind of problem with it. But the times I've had issues with Amazon, I've called up, like I said, and made them understand I was upset, wasn't happy, but I didn't do it in such a manner that I pissed the operator off, the person I'm talking to on the phone,
Yeah, it's not acceptable, right?
Right. And I've fixed my problems I've had with them. Same with Walmart. If I ever had a problem with online on Walmart, they were the same way. Those to me, are actually two of the easiest companies to deal with. I mean, Walmart and Amazon, they're really easy to work with if you got a problem with an order. I've never had issues with Amazon refunding me or anything. The only thing I've ever had an issue with Amazon is when they tell me I have to wait 48 hours because they got to contact the seller. That's a little annoying, but because then you turn it into a 3-day process, of doing a
Right.
return or getting a refund. But other than that, I've always got my money at the end of the day. So
So my
What's up,
son went to
Nunya?
the doctor yesterday
Oh,
and
did he?
he's on light duty because they gotta do a stress test Monday to find out why his chest hurts now. When he was working out with the light weights, his chest started hurting. And the other night when he was working, he said his chest started hurting when he exerted himself a little bit. But he's doing right now, so he's on light duty. He's got to go 8 to 4 at the police station today and tomorrow. And they told him you can't drive your unit because if you see something, you got to stop. So he's just going back and forth to the police department working inside.
That was a quote from Patrick Swayze's Roadhouse. Didn't even realize that, Edward, but I mean, it's true though.
It's supposed to get hit at about 9 o'clock this morning with more rain.
Yeah, well, they're calling here for rain on and off for the next several days. Like
Yeah, same thing here.
when the weatherman comes on the television, they say, okay, and here's our next round, and they show it coming, and then behind that, this one's coming, and God.
Well, this one's coming through kind of fast today. But then tomorrow there's another one coming through that's gonna stall over us again. It's supposed to be worse than yesterday.
Hey, Nanya, thanks for stopping by, my friend.
Later, Nanya, if you're leaving.
Later. My neighbor next door, he's got a Miata, one of those little small cars.
Yep.
And where he parks at is where it floods. And he has COVID. And yesterday he went out there and moved it as the rain started coming up. And he went to start it just now and his clutch won't work. I told him, I said, well, you got water in your transmission. Your clutch isn't working. But when we hear rain coming, they say potential flooding, we move all the cars.
I was gonna say I'd move my car to high ground and ride a bike back home,
Well, my son last night, he was in his truck and he came down the service road and there's a car that's in all he can see was the tail lights sticking up in a ditch where everything else was underwater. He said he called it in to have Mandeville come out and look at it. And he said, we already got the call taken care of like that. And they said they got the people out, the car's just there. And he said that when he went to drive through our opening to the complex, he looked at it and he said, nope. He went and parked in the parking lot where I used to work, Simple Goodness. That's right next door. And he walked here. And he said the water, when he told me the water's over the hood, he said the water was right up to his knees.
Wow.
Like when he came in and told me that last night, I said, you gotta be kidding me. Because that
Now,
came up fast.
What's the issue is just they don't have good flood.
There's not good
Flood
drainage or
system.
what?
They have a big canal. It's actually a little bayou next to us that all that water goes to. It drains right into it from all the subdivisions around here.
And it
The
just
issue is it is not dug out. It used to be dug out. Now it's getting all the silt in it. It's overgrown. It's got trees growing in it, everything else. They need to come dig it out. If they come and dig it out, guess what? It's not going to flood anymore.
Yeah, you come in with
No.
one of those machines that they stick in the bottom of the lake that sits there and digs it out.
Yeah. That's what they need to do. You just cut it out. They could do it.
oh yeah, they could, but why they don't, who knows?
Well, this might, what needs to happen is the insurance companies, these are putting a class action suit against the city.
Y'all need to get together and go to the city council and throw a damn protest out in the damn one of their meetings. So y'all need to do something around here. It's ridiculous.
Well, it used to flood where when it did that, it came all the way into the apartment complex. And the apartments underneath me would get about 6 to 8 inches of water in them. That happened like 3 times. Now they did something and the water didn't hit the apartment area.
That's like the one place of all places in the world that had one of the best I would say drainage systems and water control flood systems is actually Vegas. Because when it does rain there, it rains. And their freaking water drainage tunnels are huge, man. Some of them you could drive a damn 18-wheeler through. But yeah, all places you would think would be like an area where it rains a lot. No, that's Vegas. Rains a few weeks out of the year, if that. But when it rains, they flood really bad because they're down there in a lake bed in the valley, is pretty much what Vegas is built on, which isn't a good place to. But they spent hundreds of millions of dollars on a drainage system, if not over, probably over $1 billion on that. Building that all around the city.
Well, I would imagine, Joe, your local politics, like I don't know what you here we have city councils and we have commissioners.
We do too.
They once they get in, they're there for life unless they quit or die.
People don't care.
Well, you probably, if you ask your neighbor who's in charge of certain things in your community, they don't know.
Well, people keep voting the same people in too, so.
Yep. If I can vote, I vote against them. I'm just one person.
Later, JDS, smart ass.
Justine.
And this next batch coming through, looks like it's gonna go through fast.
Well, does it seem like it's going to be not only fast but strong, or just a lot of rain?
It's gonna be strong for the first about 20 minutes. Then it's gonna just be a little bit of rain. But tomorrow that is gonna come through slow and stall again on it. And we'll probably get 6-7 inches. I said about 3 years ago, we got in a 7-hour period 24 inches of rain. That was the one that hit us out of nowhere. And we were all asleep, my son and everybody. And I heard the automobile car alarm going off. And I jumped up thinking somebody's breaking into the car. Because all of a sudden, this alarm, I knew mine went off. And I jumped up, and I had just got my knee replaced. And I looked at my son and I said, somebody's breaking into a car or something outside. So he jumped up and he walked outside, and we saw the water, and he said, no, it looks like it might be water. I said, well, do me a favor, go take a picture. I had him run out in the water and do it because I didn't want to get my knee in it.
Yeah, you don't
Sure
want to be
enough, all
traipsed,
3
you
about
don't
it.
want to be traipsing around the water. Besides that, you don't know what's underneath the surface of that water.
You know, I don't care what's under the surface. I just don't want to know what's in the water.
Well, that's what I mean. But I mean, under the
Yeah.
surface, what I'm saying is there could be a hole there, and you don't see it. And there you go into
Yeah.
a hole. You know.
Yeah, he ran out and went down the sidewalk and he took a picture. He came back and said, the car's underwater. I said, well, that sucks.
Well, our numbers are dwindling as we speak, so I'm thinking about calling it. What do you think, Joe?
That's okay. All I'm good, Rustin. I'll kick back and rest it.
Okay, Joe. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Joe, and thank you, Justin. We'll see all of you again later.
Later.
I'll see y'all later.